I genuinely believe that anyone in any niche can grow their group to 5,000 members in 5 months. Hey guys, my name's Jenna Martin. I run a Boss Babes group of 18,000 women. We're going towards 19,000. Woo woo! And it's been so much fun and so wonderful. I started that group when my life was just falling apart, and I just wanted to be around other inspiring women, and I didn't quite realize that the things I was doing were super smart when it came to marketing my group. So I'm going to share some tips with you today. If you do want to know more, there will be a link to my course in the description. But as for now, I'm super stoked. These are 5 amazing tips and things that you can take action on now, especially at number 4, because it really grows your group really fast too. So my name's Jenna Martin again. Welcome to Boss Babe. I'm so thankful to Dr. Anita M. Jackson. She's one of the most beautiful people I've met, and I'm so thankful to be here on this show, The Unlimited Woman. And if you need help believing in yourself, Anita's stunning. She'll take any walls of doubt you have and just blast you wide open to unlimited potential. She's one of the most beautiful and special people I have ever met on this planet, so feel free to reach out to her. Feel free to reach out to me as well, but just very thankful to be here. So Anita talks about the heroine's journey, and sometimes that can start with a crash. So I went to school for 10 years. I got my bachelor's in biology, and then I graduated from a school in acupuncture and got my master's in traditional Chinese medicine, and it was full of stunning experiences, but I also got worn out. And even though I loved the people I met and loved what I did and the people who came to see me, I began to see very quick that because there was only one of me, my business wasn't something that I could scale, and I wouldn't have the time with friends and family that I wanted. So I started to look online, and I tried to do what a lot of other business coaches recommended, but it just didn't work for me. And finally, when I just decided to be myself, everything took off and my group boomed. Like, not even kidding. I had 200 member requests per day, and from that was able to collect about 70 emails per day. It was pretty crazy. It fluctuates now because I'm working on other things as well, but when you're focused and take these tips to heart, it really works, and you can make your business explode. Yeah, 70 emails per day is not bad. So the thing that I did that finally made me successful is I owned that my gift is being giving and kind. And a lot of coaches will tell you that that's not something you should do, that you should own your worth and have people pay for your worth and everything. And while that is true on certain levels in business, I don't believe there's one way to do anything, and just following your gift and who you are is what you should really focus on. So what did I do? I didn't even have something to sell, or I didn't have my heart set on anything yet. I just decided to grow a group just to see what would happen and to have an audience by the time I was ready and had picked a product and was ready to go. And I wanted to build a community where people would enjoy hanging out there whether I was there or not. A space that they would love, that they would enjoy inviting their friends to, just so that it would be this beautiful collective of amazing, empowering women, and that it would just grow on its own and just become this beautiful space. I love reflecting people's light. I love showcasing their gifts. So it was just something that came very naturally to me. So my tip number 1 is to create a group that people would love to hang out in, whether you're there or not. And again, if this isn't you, it's okay. Just follow what's true to you. But this, I realized really quickly that Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs has 400,000 women. Spiritual Boss Babes is also huge. And I realized it's because they were creating something that was bigger than just them. And so the group title didn't have their name in it. It wasn't clear that they were selling something. It was just this beautiful space where people could come together and learn and share and just be with like-minded people. So in tip number 1, I highly recommend you create a name for the group where when people receive your message inviting them to come, that they know there's something in there for them. They're not feeling sold to, so that they feel drawn to click on your link and join your group. So I named my group Boss Babe because I knew people who were just starting out on business would likely search the term Boss Babe, and then my group would come up. The second part of my title is called Share Your Business because in a lot of groups you're not allowed to share your business openly. So I was like, well, I could attract people, who would probably want to share their business. I'm tired of not being able to share my link in other people's groups, so what if I just created a space where people could openly share? So that was really fun, and that's actually, I think, the word that people are attracted to the most. And then the last part of my title is Learn and Teach. And being female entrepreneurs, often we're highly motivated to help others. That's just part of our essence and who we are and why we're here. But also we still are very clear, and we definitely recognize that we also need to learn. And there's still a lot to learn about business to grow and to expand. So my full title for my group is Boss Babe, Share Your Business, Learn and Teach. So I figured that out of all the reasons why someone might want to join a group, at least I caught 4 reasons. So maybe one of them would stand out and make someone excited to join my group. And I found that it was a very amazing title to have because I had a high conversion rate. So every time I shared it, most people would jump in the group, which is pretty stunning. I definitely believe that people can be successful with their name in the title, and where it's very clear that people are going to be sold to as a group. But my goal was just to reach the masses and have everyone come in and enjoy each other. A lot of women that I've helped, they don't really want to let go of their group in that way. And I completely understand. And I think there's something powerful about those smaller groups that you can make just as much money in. So what I recommend is if the idea of creating this bigger group that people just kind of flood into, you can have that bigger group and then invite people into the smaller group where it has your name on it. It has, kind of things about what you're selling. It's clear that they're going to be sold to, because then they've already gotten to know you in the big group and they're kind of curious about what you're doing behind the scenes. So it's more likely that people will be converted into your smaller group that is geared towards sales. And so I think having both types of groups can actually be super powerful. So yeah, create a group that has a mission that's bigger than you, that people love to hang out in, and you'll boom. My tip number 2 is that initially I invited every minute of every day that I could possibly invite people. I did it. At that time I was working, so I invited 5 to 10 people when I woke up, before I left for work, once I got to work, before I went into work, during a restroom break, the beginning of lunch, the end of lunch, and then as much as I could into the night. And while that sounds like a lot, and it is, and it's a hustle, and it could be considered exhausting, to me it was actually really exciting. That's how my group started off so strong, is because my intent was to get as many people in there as possible, to create this space where we could all lift each other up, and then one day when I could figure out what the heck I was going to sell, that I would have this huge audience ready. And I actually know that this works because women have taken my course, How to Get 5,000 Members in 5 Months, and they've reached those goals and gotten hundreds of emails. And I love getting those responses like, oh my God, I got more emails, or oh my God, this is working. It just lights me up and shows that it really works. So maybe, doing what I did sounds like too much, but what if you just invited 10 people a day? And you can do that by going to pages like in different industries and just seeing who's there and finding like-minded people, accepting them as friends, and then just saying, hey, like, I admire what you do. I've got a girl crush on you, or something like that. I noticed you're working on this. Here's 3 reasons why my group could help. I'd love to see you in there. And just that genuine, authentic piece of you, people will feel it and they'll flood into your group. So for some people that sounds like a lot of work. For me, I love complimenting people, and it gives me energy, like just thinking those kind thoughts and the love and joy of lighting someone else up. So it actually kept me pretty lit up and happy through a 9 to 5 and doing that and helping my family. So I highly recommend it, and it worked for me, and it's just been really stunning to have a group of 18 18,000, things are different. Like, sales go much more easily. People already see you as an authority in your field. So even though I had just kind of done this in the spur of the moment, people were like asking me questions like I was an expert already and like willing to pay. Like, it blew my mind. I definitely had the skills that they needed, so I was able to help, but it was like, wow, this really worked. This is amazing. So if you don't want to invite 5 to 10 people every hour, make a reasonable goal, but that brings fresh new faces into your group who are going to engage more, who will spike your algorithm, and just be more people who might potentially buy your product. My tip number 3 is my favorite. So a lot of times as group owners, we tend to ask questions because we want to teach, or we want people to see that we have something that they need. So a lot of group owners will ask things like, what's your biggest struggle in social media? Well, in a group of 18,000 boss babes, that's really hard for people to open up that they're struggling. It's not comfortable to talk about it. It doesn't make you feel good talking about it. Some people do respond, but I found that the best way to get people to engage was to ask for humble brags. So what are humble brags? Humble brags are basically asking questions like, if your business were a celebrity, who would it be? Drop a gift. Drop a gift. Oh my god. Drop a gift down. I don't know. Drop a gift down below so we can see who it would be. And you'll get tons of engagement because everyone wants to share what celebrity their business is like. And you'll still find those people who are struggling because they'll do some character that's really sad or crying or hugging a pillow. And then you can reach out to them and say, are you okay? Like, what's going on? How can I help? So you'll get everything accomplished. You'll help the people who need help. You'll have everyone super excited. They'll love that you're kind of funny and go with the flow and just want to have a good time, and that they have the space to brag about what they love doing. Other types of humble brags are like, you may be the expert on a topic, but sometimes it's really smart to ask your audience what they think, and that gets a ton of engagement too. So I asked my group what their biggest Facebook tips were, and it ended up getting people to respond and get to know me and eventually talk to me in Messenger. And so even though you're the expert, it does draw people in and they do start to ask questions, and you can still make a sale. So I highly recommend humble brag questions because people are very excited to answer them, and engagement spikes your algorithm. And if your group's performing really, really well, Facebook will recommend you to people who have joined similar groups. So even though I have a group of 18,000 now, only 1,500-ish are women that I actually invited. Yeah, so get that algorithm spiked and get that engagement going with humble brags. Okay, so my tip number 4 is to provide a reason for people to invite their friends. So we talked a little bit earlier about creating a fun environment that people naturally want to be in and would be excited to invite their friends to. So I have people invite sometimes 10 to 50 friends. I even had 2 women invite like 100 people. That was crazy. But thank you. Keep going. Thank you. So if you create a space that people love, they'll naturally invite their friends. But if you want to stimulate it a little further, you can create a freebie or a giveaway or something really exciting where if they invite 15 friends or whoever invites the most friends, that they'll receive something for free that's really exciting. So I used to say that if you invite 15 friends, I'll give you my Love Bubble PDF, and that helps you with sales because it's creating so much love around you and your product that people will love to sign up with you. Because they're all about you and your mission. And some days no one responded, but some days each woman invited around 10 to 20 people. And some days women invited 15 to 20 people, and that was so exciting because when 5 women do that and 10 women do that, it really starts to add up. Okay, you guys, and my last 5th way to help grow your group is actually to put tags in your back office. So when you go to group settings and go to your back office, there's a little area that says tags. And a lot of people will put things like business and boss and like those types of things, or nutrition or teaching, like whatever it is that you're about. However, you can type in groups and pages that are similar to you. And I noticed when I typed in groups and pages that were similar to me, I came up next when people were adding like groups. So let's say they entered a certain boss babe group or female entrepreneur group. I had them in my tags, and Facebook could recognize that my group was doing well, my algorithm was being spiked, I had high engagement, and so I noticed that I got recommended so easily to the point where I had 200 member requests per day. And again, it goes up and down now because I have other things that I'm doing. But when I was focused on growing my group, oh my gosh, I had at one day I woke up and I had 400 member requests. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get through all of this, but I'm going to do it. So if you go to your back office and type in the names of other groups, it really helps Facebook know what to do with your group, especially if it's thriving and especially if it's doing well. So yay! I'm so excited. If you want to learn more than this and really grow your group super strong, my link to my mini course, How to Grow Your Facebook Group to 5,000 Members in 5 Months, will be in the description. And it's an amazing course. I've gotten such good feedback. It's not expensive considering the volume of things that are in there. It was recorded as a webinar so you can hear other women's questions, what's on their mind, and it's all answered. And it was super, super fun, and it was a huge honor, and I had so much fun recording it and teaching that day. And if you'd like to join our group, Boss Babe Share Your Business, Learn and Teach, that'll also be in the description as well. Come share your business, come share your thoughts, and be sure to subscribe to the Unlimited Women channel, because the women who are coming forward are phenomenal. We're so excited. So please join this community to help you become unlimited as well, so you can learn more Boss Babe tips. I'll be doing more about social media on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We're just going to have a lot of fun. And be sure to watch another video, because there's so many good tips for your business in here, and I just hope you have a beautiful day. Bye!